All right, live on beautiful YouTube. What's up, YouTube? We know we appreciate y'all. Let's go live on IG. Boom. All right, so beautiful people, thank y'all for tuning in. You know, we appreciate the love, we appreciate the support, and we appreciate the energy. For logistics purposes, we are live on both YouTube on our True Health Forever TH4 TV YouTube channel. We appreciate y'all. Please like and subscribe. And we're also live on our Instagram at the same time. So the reason why we did that is because one, you know, not all of our supporters are on Instagram. So we wanted to make sure that our YouTube community or everyone else who's not on IG can still be able to watch this. But two, this is going to be an hour-long video. So IG, y'all going to be able to get a lot of live stuff, interaction, but we may not be able to save this hour-long IG. So that's another reason why we chose to do a YouTube at the same time, because the YouTube will for sure be saved and you all will be able to go back to that YouTube from time to time. And then it's also a little bit easier to manage the chat within the YouTube. What's up, y'all? I see the energy in IG, much appreciated. I see the energy in YouTube, much appreciated. So before we get started actually playing the game, and y'all see we got it set up, so we're about to play today. So if you have the game, please start setting up your pieces, start figuring out who goes first, start doing all those logistic type stuff. I do want to point out, again, for those that don't know me, Devon Travell, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game. I didn't do it alone. I had a wonderful, beautiful, melanated team with me. Shout out to obviously my queen, Sinclair Walker, who's in charge of a lot of the logistics stuff. It was in charge of a lot of the strategy. Shout out to Mark Hell and the Rare X team, who did a lot of the graphics behind it. So much love to the whole team. Now, please utilize the amazing rule book. All right, so today we're gonna go through a lot of stuff and we're gonna explain the rules in live in person, so you don't necessarily have to read the rule book. But if you do have questions that come up while you're playing the game, I would definitely implore you to look at the rule book and figure out how you might be able to get some of those answers in here. There's a plethora of financial useful terms in here. There's differences between LLCs, sole proprietors, corporations in real life and in the game. And then there's also ways to help you start your business. So again, we took a lot of time to create the rule book. The queen went through and did a lot of the definitions. I went through and did the comparisons for the businesses. So definitely utilize this rule book. If you don't want to utilize the rule book, and let me solve that fire. Y'all hear the fire alarm, batteries. Y'all know how it is. I'll be back in like 6 seconds. Speed. All right, I'm back and I'm better and I'm still safe. So, in addition to the rule book, we understand that folks don't necessarily always like to read the rule book, or maybe you lost the rule book, or maybe a child spilled coffee on it, so now you can't read it, whatever it may be. We are currently building a bot that on the website, you will be able to ask it a question of the board game and it will reply with some of the rules to help you with that situation. So you can test that bot today if you want to. If maybe at 6:30 you're still playing, you have more questions, you can go to the playblackwallstreet.com website and it's going to be a bot in the bottom right-hand corner. You can ask it questions and it will reply with answers. If it doesn't have the answer, I still get a notification and then I will answer it for you. Okay, so a lot of folks DM me personally, or if I know them personally, they'll call me and they'll ask me live questions. I can definitely do that. But as we scale this amazing financial literacy company, as we become the #1 gamified financial education platform for folks, I'm not gonna be able to answer all the questions one by one. So definitely start utilizing that bot. And it also helps me build the bot up to be better. So if you're asking a question, it doesn't know, and I have to answer it, now I can give the bot that information for next time. So please utilize the bot. It will help us grow the business as well. And then one last thing before we possibly get started into the actual game. And if y'all got questions, feel free to ask the questions, whether you're on the YouTube platform or on the IG platform. I want to give a huge shout out to our Facebook community. So they've been rocking with us since 2017. I don't know if y'all can see the different games behind us, but we started off with just a prototype, which we gave about 25 prototypes away for free to our Facebook community. They gave us a lot of beautiful feedback. They played the game with their family. They came with their critiques. They came with their praises. And then from that, we were able to create the first edition of the game in 2018. And then from that, we got additional support from not only the Facebook community, from the IG community, from folks at large. And then from there, we were able to create the second edition, which is now by far the best edition today of Black Wall Street, the board game. And we're going to keep on improving it, keep on developing it. And again, if you want to be a part of that community, just search Black Wall Street, the board game in the Facebook, and I'm sure it will come up in the Facebook. Oh, goodness. But I'm sure it'll come up for y'all. All right. Cool. We're good. I see we got folks watching. If y'all have questions before we actually get started, let me know. If not, I'm gonna start going through the quick setup of how to get started when you play. And then by then, my amazing queen will come out and then we will get playing. Cool. All right. So quick start. To get started real quickly, 6 things. 1, choose your player pieces. So there's different color pawns in here. The color that you choose will be the same color of all the other pieces that you use. So there's the pawn that you use for yourself. There's the blocks, which will be the same color as the pawn that you use for when you own a business. So when you land on something and you buy it, you invest in it, you now own that business as a sole proprietor. So you want to put your color block on that business. That way people know who they should be paying money to when they land on it. If you invest in it and you create an LLC from a sole proprietor, you then put 2 blocks on that business. Again, so folks know who to pay money to and how much money to give you. And then once you create a corporation, you then put a meeple on that space. That way people know that it is a corporation, they owe you the big bucks, okay? So first things first, pick your color of where you want to go. Next, shuffle the draw cards. Please shuffle those draw cards because there's a lot of heavy hitters in there and you don't want to necessarily have those up at front. Oh, and here comes the queen. What's up? So make sure that y'all shuffle the draw cards. Also, shuffle the venture cards. All right. So every player at the beginning is going to, and I'll put this at the bottom now that we both saw it. Every player is going to get a venture card at the beginning. House rules, you might want to do 2 venture cards, just because some of them can be difficult, and depending on your level of strategy and strategic playing and how many times you played the game, it may seem harder. So you might want to do 2 just so that y'all can go through venture cards a little bit more. So if you draw your 2 venture cards, once you actually get that venture, it was the one that I just pulled was incorporate Booker T. Washington High School. So if I own Booker T. Washington High School, I own the entire market, and I incorporate Booker T. Washington High School, I would get that money. I would then put that venture card back and get another one. Thanks, Queen, for engaging. Much appreciated. After that, choose your banker. So, Queen, do you want to be banker or do you want to be business broker?
Be the broker.
Okay.
Or, I mean, whatever is easiest. Is it easier for me to do banking? So you can talk?
Sure.
Okay.
So the Queen's going to be our banker. It doesn't really, there's no extra money that comes with being banker. Just someone should be the person who chooses banker. Someone who's honest and will not take deposits.
I'm honest. I'm not an advocate of cheating on
said banks. Next, choose your business broker. So it's the person who's going to be in charge of when you buy a business, they give it out to the person. Again, just to make it organized. Next step, get your starter capital. So we've already given out the money, but it's going to be 10 ones, 4 5s, 4 10s, 4 20s, 3 50s, and 300s. It's $600 is your starter capital. So go ahead and give that out to folks. Number 4 is when you officially pull your venture cards. All right, so pull those. Do not show it to the other players. I repeat, do not show your venture card to the other players because they can now stop you from getting your venture. So, and then you don't get that money. So be strategic.
If I knew that his card was to incorporate Booker T. Washington and I happened to land on Booker T. Washington High School, best believe I'm going to buy it so that he can't.
Right. So you don't want folks to know your venture. Let's see. Next, roll dice to see who goes first. You can roll 1 die. You can roll 2 dice. and whoever gets the highest will go first. And then you go clockwise from there, and then boom, time to play. Go get it. Okay, so that's the simple 6 steps. As we play, we'll continue to talk through some things that usually come up in questions and DMs and all that stuff. But again, the answers are in the rule book. So if you have the rule book, definitely please utilize this bad boy. You ready to go, Queen? Or should I continue to stall?
Oh, I'm good. You can start.
They can start, so that means I can go first?
Yep.
Oh, oh! All right, so let's get into the game. As best as possible, I'll try to come into the chat to make sure that I'm answering questions, but you know, I get into the game pretty heavily.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Appreciate it, Eagle Eye. All right, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A common question that does come up is, can you buy right away? And that is in the rule book, but yes, you can buy immediately going out. Secondary question is, what happens when you land on a business and no one owns it? You have 2 choices. You can either use that business as a customer and you use there's going to be a use price on the board, or you can buy the business and now you own it as a sole proprietor. So I just landed on Oklahoma Sun. I can use it for $80, or I can own it for $150. So personally, I'm gonna go ahead and own that bad boy. 150. Here you go, banker. Oklahoma Sun.
Did you already do your rule book rant?
I did do my rule book rant multiple times. Yeah, I'm very passionate about this rule book, y'all. As y'all can tell. All right, on you, Quinn. Let me put my block on it so folks know that I own it. Oh, so she rolled 4. And she also rolled doubles. And another common question is, what happens when you roll doubles? If you roll doubles, you go again until you stop rolling doubles. Doubles in this game is not a good thing, because usually when you land on stuff, you're spending some type of money. So it's not really a good thing to get doubles. So, can you scroll a little bit, Queen?
Towards you?
Yes, ma'am. There you go. I want to make sure the IG folks can see your wonderful face, can see the curls, can see the brightness.
It popping. If it looks like I got white stuff, it's just product drying. You know what I'm saying?
You know, how to get her hair done at Madam CJ Walker Beauty Bathroom.
This is a good one. I just don't know if
What's a good one?
Greenwood Telephone, the utilities ones. I usually like those ones, but I don't. It's $300. And I don't know if I want to cash out $300 on my first move, because I still have a whole board to go around.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm just going to use it. I'm talking my strategy out so you can hear it. Normally I don't. Keep it quiet. Move in silence.
Roll doubles.
Oh, yeah.
Roll a 2. Come holla at me. Oh, another common question is, what happens when the dice roll off the board? This is in the rule book, but I mean, that could be house rules. If your dice roll off the board, you should roll again. If your one die is like up against something, you do the stack rule. And if the dice can stack, it counts. If it doesn't stack, it doesn't count. You got to roll again.
I'll take it.
Take what?
Satisfactory tailoring. $4.90.
Boom. Moves popping. Satisfactory.
I got it right.
Oh, you're right.
I was looking at it.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I landed on the roll again space. So I'm about to roll again. If you roll doubles and you rolled on roll again, that's 2 rolls that you up. All right. So if I would have rolled 2, 2, then I would have landed on roll again. So I would have had 2 rolls, just to be clarified. All right, keep it going. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Little Rose Beauty Salon. Oh, we didn't pull our adventure cards, huh? Over here worried about stuff. Hold up. All right, cool.
Mother.
Little Rose Beauty Salon, $150 to buy, $30 to use. I'm gonna buy it. 150. Here you go, banker. Little Rose, give it to me.
I didn't put my block.
Shout out to whoever's on YouTube. Appreciate you. If y'all got questions, go ahead and put it inside the chat. And Eagle Eyes over here will be able to see it. Also very interested. Where are you from? What part of the United States or outside the United States? Because we got international customers. Shout out to the love. Where are y'all playing from?
Liberty Cafe. I will use it.
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tulsa Guide. 50 to use, 90 to buy. I'm going to, and I'm starting to already run out of cash. This might be a very quick game. Go to buy.
How much is it?
Give me $10 back, please. It was 90. Much appreciated, Madam Banker. If y'all are just joining us, currently playing a live game of Black Wall Street, the board game. We're also playing this on YouTube. So if it's hard to see on here, feel free to go to the link in the bio and it'll take you to the live YouTube stream as well. I'm not sure if the IG one's going to be saved, so that's why we made sure we're also doing it live on YouTube. On the tube. The Google. The Facebook. I did say the Facebook today.
Oh,
it was great.
Greenwood Oil Company. I'm going for it.
Yep, go ahead. What's up? If you're in the live IG, let us know where you're from so we can give y'all a city a shout out. All right, let's get it. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Puffs Cafe.
Sacramento, Sacktown.
All right, we got love for Sacktown. I'm just gonna use it.
We met about 20 minutes away from Sacramento.
That we did. Oh. Young times, simpler times, no COVID times. Yeah. On you, Queen. Another common question I get is about like the Northington Park, City Hall, City Library. What happens when you land on those things? So the park is a free space. And Eagle Eyes, if you can let me know what that says in there.
And go to UC Davis.
Yep.
Oh, alumni.
But the park, free space. So if you land on that park, it's just a natural free space for you to be in, trying to promote green spaces and natural spaces for Black bodies, safe ones. Next, City Hall. Again, if nothing's there, nothing really happens. But all taxes that are paid in the game and all tolls that are played in the game get paid to City Hall, and there's money there. Cha-ching! That is now your money, so you're welcome. If there's no money there, sorry, there's no money.
I was gonna say, you just get to go to the City Hall.
Yeah, it's just a free spot. Library, if you land in the library, again, we're trying to promote education, trying to promote Black excellence and intellectualness. So boom, if you land on City Library, nothing happens, just a free spot for you. Cool? 10 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I can please get my 150 of basic salary, much appreciated. And then I'm just going to use Greenwood Telephone, which is $20. Here you go.
Should have bought it.
And let's keep it pushing. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Landed on Northington Park. Nothing happens. Just chilling, enjoying the trees, taking a nap in a hammock, doing some yoga, park stuff.
Paul Dunbar High School. Just stopping by.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The druggist pharmacy, which a lot of people sometimes have a problem with it saying the druggist, but historically it was called the druggist. So just
not come up with
right, just so y'all know, I had a teacher who's like, "Oh, I don't like that." It's like, all right, well, but it's real. It really happened. That's all I'm saying. I'm just going to use it. It's $50 to use, $120 to buy. The budget's looking a little slim, so I'm just gonna use this bad boy.
How much to use?
50. And let's keep it going. See, boom, that wouldn't count because if I try to stack it, it wouldn't happen. So we roll. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another common question I do get is what happens when you land on the skip or pay a toll of $20, what I just landed on. So I can either skip my next turn or I can pay $20 to City Hall, and then my next turn I will be able to go. For me, I'm gonna say that $20. I'm chilling right now. money's tight, so I'm not gonna go again.
Draw.
Uh-oh, it's the first draw. There's some heavy hitters in here, game changers in here.
Receive. Tax break for married couples
Hey.
and domestic partners. Receive $200. Applies only to card holder.
Cool. So another question right here. They say like, what if I'm not married? So the card is not based on reality. The card is just based on the game. So if you get the card and it says married folks get, what was it?
$200.
Get $200. Goodness, can I get half? We married. What's up? Y'all see how she do me?
He just said it wasn't based off of reality, didn't he?
So
in reality, you are my husband.
So there's other ones that say like college graduate, or if you have kids or anything like that. It's not, again, like the Queen said, based on reality. It's in the game, and the card will say applies to card holder, or it'll say applies to all players. So definitely read carefully and don't be slick, because there's some that say apply to all, but you can say, oh, it just says me, and put it right back. All right, don't be slick. All right, let's keep it pushing. Oh, I skipped. What's up for the folks who just joined? What's up? Doing a live session of Play Black Wall Street or Black Wall Street, the board game. If y'all got questions, go ahead and let us know in the chat. And again, Eagle Eyes over there, Queen, aka the health nerd, will go ahead and answer it, or at least see it.
Just gonna use.
Making a lifetime decision, I see. All right. Let's keep it going. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Union Grocery, 45 to use, 150 to buy. I'm just going to use it. So if I can get $5 and change, my queen, much appreciated. That's the third time.
Buying it. Wait, do I have enough to buy it?
You just got $200 for being married.
You're right.
You rolling in the dough over there. You rolling in the dough.
You're right.
Which one is that? Telephone?
Yeah.
There you go.
Gracias.
Oops. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw. Receive. Business and license certificate. Hold until use. Another common question that I get. What do I do with this? So hold it until you have to use it. There's another draw card in here that says if you don't have a license, pay like $75 per business that you own. That can be a huge game changer if you don't have this card. If you have this card, boom, you pay no money. So get this card, hold it until you use. And there's like 2 of these in the deck. Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them.
New State Barber. I'm just gonna get a lineup real quick.
Just a little buzz cut. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I can please get my 150 base. And let's draw this card. I get nervous every time the draw card comes, to be honest with you.
Really good one. It's really terrible one.
Receive. Small business incentive. All right, government incentives, community incentives. Receive $75 per sole proprietor business you own. Applies only to card holder. So I own 3 sole proprietors. So that's give me some math here. 150, 225, 225.
Okay, Google.
You don't believe my math, huh?
No, you were asking me. You know I don't do simple math.
Yeah, $225, please, baby. Go ahead and hook me up with that. Another thing that you'll see in this game, very intentional. There are no jails, prisons, anything like that. So in reality, as becoming true and truer even in today, police brutality and jail is a reality that we already have to face in real life. So in this game, in this Black excellence game of Tulsa's Black Wall Street, we did not want to implement that into our game. So that's why we have the free spaces, the park, the city hall, the library, to promote those as safe and development spaces for Black folks. All right. Doubles, my favorite. 11. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 120 to use. I mean to buy.
Yes.
And $20 to use. Yeah, I'm going to. Let's use it. Let's buy it. 120. Here you go. Let's reinvest that money that I just got as a small business incentive and buy another small business. You know what I'm saying? All money in. Which one was that?
New state, Bob.
Much love. All right, Queen, do your thing. 7. Oh, come on! So she landed on Little Rose, which I own as a sole proprietor. So I'm gonna go to my Little Rose card and I'm gonna look under the business level SP or sole proprietor. That is $35, please. What do you want to look good? You want your hair nice? Little Rose, take care of that. That's all I'm saying.
Madam CJ doesn't. But
Does she? You can check. I think Madam CJ Walker is more expensive. Yeah, Madam CJ is 50. Brand name. Brand name. What movies that remind you of?
Brand name.
Yeah, brand name. Blue Magic. That's a brand name. No, American Gangster. Denzel Washington.
I was gonna. God, so long since I've seen that movie.
Well, looks like we know what we watching tonight. Movie night. All right. My turn?
Yeah.
All right. So for the sake of gameplay, I want to invest some money. So when you own a business as a sole proprietor, you can invest at any time to make it the next level up in LLC. So on the very side, left-hand side, additional info, it'll say a number. This says $125. If you put that $125 into your business, that's elevating it up to an LLC status. So, I'm going to make, Tulsa Guide. I'll make Tulsa Guide an LLC. It's going to cost me $125 to do so. 100.
What was Tulsa Guide?
Tulsa Guide was a newspaper.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So all the reds, that should be 125. All the reds are media companies. So Tulsa Guide, Tulsa Star, Oklahoma Sun, those were all newspapers or publishing agencies. The other one that's within red is the Williams Dreamland Theater, which was a theater, but that's still a part of media because you're still giving out movies, still giving out articles, still giving out all that good stuff. So it's still things that influence the mind. There's the greens. It's on you, Queen Wax. There's the greens. All the greens are grocery stores. So these are all different like markets within an economy. So Union Grocery Store, Williams Confectionery, Ferguson Store were all real historical stores in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Greenwood. The oranges are all like food places. So there's Huff's Cafe, there's Liberty Cafe, Uncle Steve's Barbecue. Those were all delicious, I'm sure, food spots that were in Tulsa back then. The blues are utilities. The blue market is the only market that the name itself isn't historically relevant, but the market is relevant. So Greenwood Airport, because 6 families in Greenwood owned planes, and there was only 2 airports in the entire state of Oklahoma. So the fact that 6 planes were owned in the Black community was dope. So we created an airport. Greenwood Hospital, Greenwood Telephone, Greenwood Bricklaying, all things that were prominent business sectors in Greenwood, but there were so many of them, so we just put them all together to create utilities amongst the board. The black ones are all hair and beauty care stuff. So Madam CJ Walker Beauty Salon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Little Rose, New State, those are all barbershops or beauty salons. The yellows are all 50?
50.
Goodness gracious. Oh, yes, utility, huh? Yeah, utilities pay. Utilities pay. And we made those one of the highest paying ones in here because as a Black community, we need to own more utilities, more things that everybody, regardless of who you are, you need to live. Telephone, bricklaying is house construction, internet, airport. These are things that everybody uses, but there's not a lot of Black ownership in those sectors.
How do you make yourself recession proof? Invest in something that everybody needs.
Talk that talk, Queen. Uncle Steve's Barbecue, $80 to buy. I'm hungry. I'll make an emotional, hungry decision right now. Let me get that. Let me get that. Uncle Steve's Barbecue. Yes, ma'am. Much appreciated. Oh, all right. IG, how y'all feeling? Does that say something? Or does it say join?
Join.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I ain't got good eyes.
Oh, that's interesting. Showing multiple people joined, or.
Y'all got questions, let us know. We are doing a live gaming session. We'll try to talk it out as we have been. But if you have a particular question about the game or how we created the game, hey, let us know.
And also where you're from.
Yeah. Shout out. Let us know.
I'm just going to use...
Union Grocery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little grocery shopping. Yeah.
4. Oh, come on with the doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Greenwood Brick Lane, just go to use it. Here you go. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw. Receive. Tax break for having kids. Receive $200. Applies only to cardholder. So again, if you're playing this game and you're like me in real life, you don't have kids, that's perfectly fine. In this game, apparently, you do. So go ahead and get that money. See, apparently, you got kids in this game. See if I can get my $200, please. You know what I'm saying? I love kids. Yeah, you didn't know. In this game, in Greenwood, we got kids. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think no one owns anything here. That's kind of crazy.
Right. I would like to buy, but I'll just use.
Another thing that we were very intentional about doing is distributing businesses across the entire board. So no matter which strip you're on, there are profitable businesses to own, and there's a different market in each business as well. Basically trying to let people know like each different neighborhood needs these types of businesses, right? So if you think of these things at different neighborhoods or different streets, you can have those businesses in different neighborhoods. My turn? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gurley Hotel, which is a homage to O.W. Gurley, one of the founding members of Black Wall Street. He bought 40 acres and was very strategic about only selling it to those families. $70 to use, 250 to buy. Yeah, O-Dub, you know what it is. I got mad love, but the way my money works right now, I can't afford it. So I'm just gonna stay if I can get my chain.
What is it?
It was 70 to use. Much love, much love. And we wish we could play music at the same time. Best believe when we play, there's music and a whole bunch of other stuff happening. But to make sure that y'all can hear us, we can't have the music. So sorry about that. Hopefully y'all are playing music where you're playing the game with your family. But to make sure that we can give y'all this info, we can't bump out like we want to. Hey, there's money in City Hall now. And you got doubles. Be careful. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me.
Receive.
It applies to all players?
Yeah. Tax breaks to medical service. Oh, never mind. Medical service business owners.
No, I ain't got it.
Neither.
So that one was specific to who owns a particular business. It applies to everyone who owns a medical service business. You can tell what's a medical service business by the symbols that are on here. So the medical service business has a stethoscope. Restaurant businesses have a plate and fork. And that was a dope thing that came from actually feedback that we got from folks, because at first it was just all color based. And we had a family reach out to us and say, hey, we have a young child who's actually colorblind, so they can't tell the differences between the business markets. How can we make this more accessible for folks? And then we were like, we hadn't thought about that. We appreciate it. So we then put the different icons on here. So now clearly you can tell the different business markets. So love the feedback. Again, shout out to our beautiful, supportive community who's been giving us feedback since 2017. Definitely want to make sure y'all continue to give us that feedback. So whether it's on IG or you join our Facebook group, Black Wall Street, the board game on Facebook, that way you can give us active feedback to make sure that we're making this game accessible to our community. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I own it. If you land on a business that you own, you're just visiting before you roll. I mean, I'm gonna take my money if you want to give it to me. Okay. 100, 150. Just Roll another 2 or a 9.
Just taking a little mini vacay.
Chilling in the hotel, in the telly. You roll doubles, so feel free to roll up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel free to roll 6. What's your number? What's your number? Huh? What's your number? Oh, you're not gonna be out? Be out! 6! Union Grocery. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Get some groceries. That's it.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 90 to use, 20 to buy. Am I seeing that correctly? I'm gonna buy it, please. That's Brunswick Billiards. Much love. And keep in mind, both of us right now are playing with 2 venture cards in mind. So that's the real fun part that we added to the game, to make so like each person has their own little game that they're playing within the game and their own venture that they don't know the other person's doing. So as they're making moves, it might not make sense what they're doing to you, but they have their venture, so they may be doing certain things to get that venture capital.
Just reminded me, I totally forgot about my ventures.
See, look at you.
And I hate when this happens.
What happened?
I'm literally one space away from getting my money, and I don't have enough.
You don't have $70?
No.
Struggles. So right now she owes $70 for staying in Girly Hotel. She's already stayed there. She's already enjoyed it. Now she has to pay, but she's not having enough money. So walk us through your options, please.
I have to liquidate some property.
Liquidate. What does that mean?
That means sell back my businesses.
Cool. So right now she's about to go look at the back side of her card, which is going to have the liquidation prices. Now, some liquidation prices as a sole proprietor are going to be zero, because sometimes you can't necessarily sell your business to someone, but other ones could be higher. Usually the higher up you go, the more you invested in your business, whether it's a SP, LLC, or a corporation, the more money you'll get for the liquidation price. So, Queen, you want to sell any businesses to me? What you got? What you got? You want to sell something to me? You can also sell your business to another player. All business negotiations are open and non-regulated. What up? What you
I have Satisfactory Tailoring, Greenwood Telephone, and Greenwood Oil.
Okay. Which one you willing to part with?
Satisfactory Tailoring.
Okay. How much? What's the liquidation price?
20.
I give you 50.
Deal.
Whoa. Thanks. Yeah. How much was this to buy? Should have did that earlier. So Satisfactory was 90 to buy initially. Just bought it for almost half off. Shout out to liquidation.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Oh yes, it was. Oh yes, it was indeed. Let me go ahead and put Satisfactory. Oh, let me just. Changing ownership. Changing management. So you gotta put that change in management sign.
Yeah.
All right. I want to reinvest into Satisfactory. No, I don't. No, I thought I had more money than I did. Hey, isn't that the worst? Ugh. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I paused because I bought Brunswick, but I didn't put a block on it, so I was like, didn't I buy that? Draw. Advance to the nearest. Veterans eat free. Again, not in real life, so you don't have to actually be a veteran. This applies to the card holder. Veterans eat free. Advance to the nearest restaurant. If owned, if not owned, you may purchase. If it is owned, you have to pay them. If you own it, you don't have to pay them. But let me advance to the nearest restaurant, which is Uncle Steve's Barbecue, which a player does own. You know what I'm talking about.
And your rash, hungry food decision.
And it worked out. Look at that. Follow your stomach. Right? Follow your stomach. Oh, I'll start a restaurant with that. But how much you paying for it? It's only $25.
I know, but that's been the last few times. I ain't been getting my full paycheck because of taxes.
Taxes. They get us every time.
Ugh.
All right. Let's keep it going. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School, 25 to use, 220 to buy. Yeah, and like I said before, I ain't got it like that right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. My queen. We'll meet again, Paul Lawrence. All right, we got a lot of energy inside of YouTube right now. Much love. If y'all can let us know where you're from, we would appreciate that. Thanks for joining. Hope y'all are having fun. I know I hope you're winning, but I mean everyone's listening to this, so it's hard to say who's really good win. Yeah. One of y'all is winning. Yes, Quinn? Oh, and which business is this? Brunswick. $15, please. Brunswick Billiard Hall.
Is this 10?
You should have 10-1 if you have it. Done any ones yet? Our YouTube folks, I hope y'all can hear us, because yeah, at least put a little something in the chat. Let us know that you can hear us, because we've had audio problems with YouTube before. So give us some love. Either let us know where you're from, or just put a "I can hear you" situation. That way we know that you can hear us on the YouTube platform. Let's keep it pushing. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Greenwood Airport. I'm just going to use. Here you go. Shake them up, shake them up, shake them up, shake them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll again. Get a 6. 6. What's your number? 6. What's your number? 6. Oh, roll again. Roll again. Feel free to get a 6. 7. So close.
Can't use it.
8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I can please, I'm gonna buy it, so just give me 100. And this is Greer Shoe Shop. Cool. So I've also satisfied one of my venture cards. One of my ventures is own 8 businesses. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 businesses. If you want to come count, feel free. But VC, $500. So if you own 8 businesses, you're rewarded with $500. So I'm going to put that back. Banker, if you can please come off that paper. You know what I'm talking about. And then now I'm going to get a new venture card because I've satisfied one already. Oh, goodness, that's not going to happen. Oh, thank you, Queen.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Still not sure if y'all can hear us on YouTube.
Right, that part. I might even ask you to, do you have your phone?
Yeah.
Can you go to YouTube and just put it up and see if we can hear? Where's the Queen at? All right, she way over there.
I'm using. It's looking very rough up here.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, all right, so audio is working on YouTube. Check. Audio is working on YouTube. I'm going to invest $100 into Greer Shoe Shop to make it a LLC. Reinvest all money in. I'm going to also invest $100 into Satisfactory Tailoring to make it an LLC. I don't know if y'all can see, but this section right here, blued out. Blued out.
Blued out.
Yep. Shout out to City Girls. All right, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just chilling at the park.
We are from Baltimore. We have a question about a draw card. Let us have it.
Yep, give it to us. What's the question on the draw card? Shout out to Baltimore.
Baltimore. Is that how you talk?
You know, I don't know. I've only been to Baltimore once, and it was very cold compared to Cali. Draw. Let us know what your question is about the draw card, folks, and we'll answer it.
Ugh.
Is it the one?
Yes.
I mean, it's good for you. It's bad for me.
No, it's not. No, sorry, it's not the one.
Gotcha.
It's the license. Pay. Expired business license. Pay $50 per business. Applies only to card holder.
Boom. So again, maybe this is the Baltimore question. If you have the business and license certificate, you hold this card until you use it, until that card comes up. If you have this business license, you don't pay anything. You just turn in the license and you're good to go. If you don't have the business license, then you pay $50 per business. So, Quinn, how many businesses you got? 2.
You come up off that?
How much you gonna pay for it?
$50.
Ha! 50. I mean, how much? You only own 2 businesses. You owe 100.
$50.
Okay. How about, let's see, what businesses you got? You got airport and
Telephone. No, I have telephone and oil.
how much for telephone?
But yeah, it was that one. Businesses and licenses certification hold until used. So that's what just happened here. I don't know if you caught that. He got this a while ago. The receive business and license certificate hold until used. And that's the one you're asking about. He got that a while ago, so he's been holding on to it. I just drew this card that says pay expired business licenses, pay $50 per business, applies only to card holder. So if you get this, if you draw this card and you don't have the business license, you have to pay $50 per business. If you do have the business, if you do have that card, then it cancels out, you're good, you keep going.
Right. So if you've drawn this card, if you have the business license, just hold it and keep it until the next card comes up. Hopefully it doesn't, but yeah.
They got it.
Cool. Appreciate the question. Shout out to Baltimore. So how much you want to come off that Greenwood telephone? You bought it for 300. I'm offering 100, which will pay all your debts.
125.
Done. Boom. Yeah, hey man, no problem. Let's do business with you.
Telephone?
Telephone, please. Why, thank you. Thank you very much. All right. And there, I do see some more energy in YouTube. So if any of y'all have questions, feel free to ask your question. We'll continue to talk it out. But if you got questions, ask them. Do a quick time check. Queen, what time is it?
6:22.
6:22. So we're going to be wrapping up in another 10 minutes. So again, if you have questions, let's do a rapid fire Q&A session and go ahead and put it inside the chat. We'll get all those questions answered before the end of the 10 minutes.
The Black Pages says they're tapped in.
Tapped in. Much appreciated, Black Pages. If for whatever reason you are still playing, which most of y'all probably will still be playing in the next 10 minutes, utilize the bot that we have on our website. So go to playblackwallstreet.com. In the bottom right hand corner, there's going to be a bot. Just click on it and you can start asking that bot questions as well. If the bot doesn't have the answers to the questions, I will get a notification and I will answer the question. So again, in the next 10 minutes, if we end, go ahead and utilize that tool. That way you can still get your answers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Williams Confectionery. I'm just going to use it. Ooh. Good thing you just sold that business for 100 and something. That would be cheap. All right, Oklahoma Sun. I'm going to invest 125 into. You see some eagle eye?
Oh God.
Even the eagle eyes can't see.
Kilo says hi.
Who?
Kilo?
Kilo, what up? Yeah. We'll meet with you tomorrow morning. Let me just put it in there.
Oh, my bad.
You know, you're good. I just want to breach protocol. You know what I'm saying?
High security bank.
Oh.
That's what we got.
Yeah. Where am I? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Draw. Whew. Pay. New community water supply. Pay $20 tax to City Hall. All good. Here you go. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. Goodness. Well, anxious there, huh? Well, excited, huh? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's the same every time. I land there, I pay, I get my money, and then I pay more. Who made this game?
At least it's only 25. You're not landing on one of my businesses.
Yeah, I need this. Oh, that's what I need.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Paul Lawrence Dunbar again. I'm just going to use 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you go, Baker. All right, come on. Roll a 3. Roll a 3 or 5 or 7. Golly.
8. Give me an 8.
Yes, give her an 8. Give her an 8.
Oh,
Just give her an 8.
an
Minus
8.
2.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah, it's not good. That's not good, man. Yeah, it's not. That's not a good one. It's landing on Royal Hotel, which is $70 to use. It's one of the expensive ones.
Expensive taste.
You know you fancy. Good thing you sold that business.
Good thing.
Man. All right. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Greenwood Airport. Just going to use. Dang, all I have is hundreds and ones. Both extremes. Oh, I got hundreds and ones. Here you go. It's 20 to use. Much love. See, now I just diversified my money. 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Goodness, you on vacation. You do love vacation.
Not my game.
You do love vacation. You be hopping from hotel to hotel. And you got doubles. Yes, that's rough. It's okay, Quinn. It's okay. Still beautiful though.
Thanks. Beautiful and broke.
It's all good. That's not funny, you know, it's hilarious.
Ah!
She was literally in 3 rolls, landed on every single hotel, just from hotel to hotel to hotel.
And this spot I have landed on, this is the spot right before you get your salary, and it's expensive to land on. I have landed on it the last 3 times around this board.
Should have bought it.
I never had money to buy it when I landed there. It was never even an option.
I've never seen you use
regular gas. It's
Oh.
never been an option. How much is it?
70. It's unfortunate.
It's like I don't even exist in this game anymore.
No, because you have no business.
No money and no businesses.
Okay, Queen. You're about to pass home and get $150. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Look how nice and easy that was. Just land on home.
Should I get my money now or after? You just let me know. Oh, yeah? That's how you feel? That's how you feel? Thanks. Appreciate you.
We're a professional bank, so give me your money, but just no, I ain't happy about it.
Word. Speak to your manager, please.
Huh?
I am she. What up?
She is me. What you want?
Y'all can tell we have a lot of fun. I did realize that y'all are still here.
I forgot.
Oh man, oh, you really thread the needle there.
What's that mean?
As far as like you landed right in between all
That's the funny thing is I didn't even really pay attention. It's when I really want it that it doesn't.
Receive.
We found oil. Yes, receive. We found oil on your land. Receive a dividend of $250. Applies only to card holders.
Look,
This
she's
could not
back.
have come at a better time.
She's back. Live paused. Can you make sure you download that, please? And don't leave until it says it.
Error.
Yep, it's coming back. Wait for it. Boom. No.
Video saved.
Cool. And then I'm gonna want to share it to IG Live. So, yep. Bow. And then we'll figure that out a little bit later. So this is exactly why we did the YouTube, because IG cuts off after a certain amount of time, but YouTube, y'all still vibing with us, right? Much appreciated. Do your thing.
We back in the game with no businesses.
I'm going to invest in Little Rose, make that an LLC. Where am I? You already gave me my 150, huh? Yeah. So I don't want to do too much. Yeah, I remember that. Here you go. Do I want to do a Little Rose? Yeah. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Goodness. Come on, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Using it. Right, got on telephone. 12. All right, YouTube family, we're almost to the end of our game. So if y'all got questions, again, go ahead and put it inside of the chat, and we will make sure we get it answered before we get out of here.
Bye.
What? You gonna buy it? Oh, look at you! Come on, you back in the game. Ooh, bounce back. I tell you, there's good cards and things that can really swing momentum in this game. We want to make it that way. That way, folks, there's always some type of hope when you're playing. There's cards that, I don't want to ruin it for people who may be playing for the first time, but there's huge momentum swinging cards.
Huge!
And historically relevant cards in this deck. All right, I'm going. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pay oil mining fee. Each player pay $50 to the owner of Greenwood Oil. If bank owned, pay to the bank.
This is some bull because
you owned it at one point?
Yes.
Sorry to hear that. $50 to the bank. And I go again. Wow. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. City library. Just chilling, reading a book, writing a book, doing some research on the computer, getting tutored. Just chilling. Little Rose, $130.
I was back in the game.
You still in this thing. Thank you. We appreciate your constant patronage to our hair salon.
Hey, I never got my Ferguson store.
Boom.
Did you know?
Yeah, it's from a different deck. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw. Pay tax, change in air traffic policies, pay $175. Applies only to card holder. You on edge every time?
Yeah.
Can I get $25 from here? Much love. Do your thing. Feel free to land on Tulsa Guide next. In case you're wondering where you should be going.
Thanks.
Thank you.
This was fun.
I appreciate that. Tulsa Guide, $130, please.
It's like right when I have a plan to make a comeback. That's what?
$130, please.
Oh, well, this was fun.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. You have 100 and there's 0.
120.
Oh, it's hurtful. All right, so it's been a pleasure. Good game, Queen.
Thanks.
So that is the end of our gaming session. If you have questions, we'll stick around for like 5 more minutes. Go ahead and put the questions inside the chat, and we'll have a nice little discussion while the questions are coming in. But yeah, fun game. The whole point of this is to try to make sure that financial terms, financial literacy, ownership, all that is things that are commonplace within the family household. So being able to play this game and own different markets and have different strategies and talk about venture cards, we're hoping makes these types of conversations natural for Black families with their kids, with their grandparents, aunts, uncles, all that good stuff. And then obviously want to make sure that the legacy and the history of Tulsa's Black Wall Street or Tulsa's Greenwood also remains in the forefront of our consciousness, in the forefront of our behaviors. So very happy about creating this game. It was a long process. Here's the MVP.
Okay.
For the folks, I've had like a lot of people reach out to me about like starting their own board game and what's the first step. First step to starting your own anything is to create a minimum viable product, an MVP that you can just take your idea and put it onto something. So the fact that we started off with this, which is made in my grandma's house, shout out to Grandy, started off with this and like a PowerPoint deck, and we ended up with this is beautiful. So just remember, if you're out there and you're trying to start anything, whether it's a business, a board game, a book, just start with the MVP, get your idea out there, make it real as quick as possible, and you can always improve upon that later on.
Don't spend a whole lot of money on your MVP, because the whole point is the minimum point. The minimum part of the minimum viable product is that you are trying to invest as little as possible so that you can figure out how it needs to improve and get your base of your idea before you put money into it. Because if you put money into it and then you realize like, oh shoot, this idea isn't going to work, I'm going to need to pivot my whole idea into something else, now you've wasted that money you just put into it, right? So minimum with a U-Haul box, that's what we got.
This was free to make, literally free, just took time. A U-Haul box, cut it up. I took a marker, drew things on it. It looks kind of like this for the most part, like City Hall's on here, City Park is on here, Start, Library. I have the different businesses, airport, food stores, service, like the bones are all here, and this was free to make. And you remember actually playing this, like going around
with text?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good times. I'm glad I still have that. 4 years or 3.5 years ago, I still have the thing. So again, we need more Black game makers in this space for sure. I'm definitely willing to help folks, but definitely be willing to put in the MVP and the starting effort to get your game off the ground as well.
Effort, not money.
Yes, effort, not funds. Good point, Queen. So again, if y'all got questions, put it inside the chat. It's like the 2-minute warning. But again, there is a bot on the Play Black Wall Street webpage that you can utilize if you have questions as well. Much love to folks in YouTube that are still here rocking with us. I appreciate that. Much love, y'all. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So the greater business that Play Black Wall Street is a part of is called True Health Forever, where we're trying to support the holistic health of the African diaspora, and specifically in America. So we have economic health, which is the board game. We have financial health, which the Queen leads. We have, physical health, my bad.
Like, oh, same thing.
We have physical health, which the Queen leads, social health, as well as spiritual health. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll be able to get our podcast videos, our Play Black Wall Street videos. The Queen does live cardio hip hop classes for free. Let them know, Queen. Go ahead, give your spiel. Give your spiel. Do your thing.
Hip hop till you drop. Come join us for a free cardio hip hop class. We're live on YouTube, just like this one, every other Thursday. So we did one a week ago. Obviously, we're not doing one this week, which means a week from today, we're going to be dancing. All right? Literally right here.
Literally this exact same space.
Yes. So, yeah. Come back in a week.
Yep. So you got a lot of things that you can tap into. We appreciate all the love and support. Again, Queen, any last words before we go ahead and end this amazing YouTube session?
Nope. Just fun for all ages. I learned about a lot of these financial terms and things like that when creating the rule book. And that was when I was 24, 23 years old. So I think getting children to be learning these things at a young age is the goal here.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, no matter what age, like, you will learn something from this game. So definitely get one if you don't already have one. If you have one, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your cousins, tell your aunties, your uncles,
everybody,
neighbors,
everybody.
Tell the store clerk at the grocery store the next time you go. Yeah.
It's a great family reunion gift too.
Yes.
My family reunion, they bought a few games, so great family. I mean, it was donated technically, but nonetheless, you have a family reunion coming up, and you want all the folks to have a Black Wall Street board game. Let me know. We can definitely do some bulk pricing for y'all. But as usual, make sure y'all stay healthy. Make sure you stay mentally wealthy, and most of all, make sure you stay true.